easy but elegant project today. And that is actually gonna be several projects of bezel settings. So we just got these really beautiful bezel settings here at Beadaholique. I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek here. Here is an earring one. And you can see I hung a little briolette pendant from it. There's also rings, just absolutely beautiful settings. And these are bezels. And they might look really difficult to do, but they're not. So the only tool you're going to need to do your settings is a popsicle stick, which I love. I love my easy DIY projects like this. So usually I am here live every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. I do have to tell you this is a pre-record, so I can't say hi to all my good friends today. I am taking care of a little personal matter. And so this has been pre-recorded, but we do have Michelle and Eric there in the background, as always, to help, to answer questions, to do anything that they can do to assist and to just join in the fun conversation. It's always so good to have Eric and Michelle there. So this show works the same way as normal, even though I am not here live right now. There is the little heart button if you like what you see. There's the little arrow button for sharing. There's that shopping bag icon, which has everything in the show loaded in there, so you don't have to wait for me to talk about it. You can also learn about the color name and the sizing and the pricing and all of that good stuff. And you can always add it right to your shopping cart from that shopping bag. And Michelle will be putting up the banners as usual. Now, if you are viewing this on Facebook or YouTube, welcome. There is also a link in the description of your video. If you click on that, it will take you over to Beadaholique, so you can join in the conversation here so that your comments can be seen, and then you get access to all that good stuff too, like the shopping bag, like the heart, like the share button, all that good stuff. All right, guys, these are really, really fun. And so I want to show you how to make some jewelry out of these new bezel settings that we have. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera down, and we're gonna start to play and design. All right, this is what's on my table, guys. So here's a close-up of that earring, and I love these settings. Look how beautiful that is. It even has like a little clover detail on it. And what this setting looks like to begin with is right here. Here's the empty one. And you can see it has these little prongs. And so we're gonna set the crystal stone with those little prongs. It also has this little loop in the back, which allows us to attach a little dangly. So it could be a charm, a crystal, whatever you might like. So that is one of the settings we're going to be working with. We also have ring settings, and look how pretty this is. And this is an adjustable ring right here. And so you can put whatever stone you like in there that fits. So you can see that. And the ring settings look like this. And so if you go into the shopping bag and you click on one of these listings here, it's going to show you the size. And so that's going to tell you what size stone you need. If you need a 10 millimeter Rivoli, if you need a 12 millimeter Rivoli, if it's a cushion stone, like this here is a cushion stone setting. So it will tell you the specific size so you can match to your beautiful crystals. So I am using Prestige Crystal Fancy Stones. They're so sparkly and pretty. And we're gonna be just using the different types of fancy stones to match the settings. And I have a bunch here to show you guys. There is also, so these were the prong settings. So this is considered a prong setting. And then there's a crown bezel. Okay, this is what a crown bezel looks like. If you see that really up close, it basically does look like a little crown. And all of these little spokes, we are going to be folding over on top of our crystal to set our crystal. So I did one ahead of time right here, and this is what it looks like. And look how pretty that is. And that is really anchored in there nicely. So the point of the Rivoli sticks out the back, and then you've got it nice and anchored in there. So there's no glue involved. And I'm really not going to use anything other than a popsicle stick to set these. I do know that some people set them with chain nose pliers. You can definitely try that if you'd like to. My only hesitation is the metal of the pliers getting too close to the crystal. And I like the popsicle stick because this is a smooth wood stick and is not going to damage the crystal. So I really prefer the popsicle stick, but I have seen these set with chain nose pliers before, where people are actually taking the metal prongs and bending them. All right, I want to show you a few more examples before we start to actually set the crystals and play. So these are beautiful. Look at these. So I put a really big Rivoli in these guys, and these are in that shopping bag too. But look how beautiful and stunning those guys are. Those are like the wear with every special occasion earring. And here you can see what the back looks like, and it's got this little loop right here that you can just anchor your earring hook in. So super secure, really pretty. And so the same technique that I'm going to show you on how to set a crown bezel, you would just use for these earrings as well. And then I have started this one, and I left the top crystal undone because we're going to set it together here in this show. But here we have a good example of what the before and after for the prong settings. So here it is. It's not done yet, of course. And then these two have been folded over already. So really nice, very sleek. I was super impressed with these. I had not worked with these too much before. I've seen them, but I haven't really worked with them. And so I got to play, and I was just really thrilled with the quality and the ease. So I also put into that shopping bag a couple finished chain necklaces, because all you're going to need to do, and we'll do this in the show too, is you're going to just take a jump ring and you can attach your pendant to a finished chain necklace, and you have a beautiful piece of jewelry that you can keep, you can give away as a gift, you can sell, whatever it may be, but really fun. I love all of this. So here is another finished chain necklace that we're gonna hang this big 3-tiered one from, and we're just gonna play and have fun. I also pulled out some 16mm pear pendants because I thought that these would look really beautiful hanging below as well. So I have those. So it really is just having fun playing. Okay, so here's what a Rivoli looks like. It comes in a couple different sizes, so you can see this. I've got different colors happening. So those are Rivolis. And then I also, I should have a cushion stone. Okay, I'm gonna find my cushion stone because I definitely wanna show you how to set the cushion stone. So it's gotta be in one of my baggies still. Okay, so I'm gonna find my cushion stone real quick, and then we are gonna play with all of these settings. I'm gonna teach you exactly how to do it. All right, let me just rummage around right here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so, so many little baggies here. I wanna show you a cushion stone now. Okay, so here is a cushion stone. So you see it's kind of square, but with slightly rounded corners. And we have a lot of different colors to choose from at Beadaholique for these cushion stones. And I know Michelle has the link, so I'm sure right now she is putting up the link for the cushion stones and the Rivolis and all that. So beautiful, beautiful colors. You can choose your birthstone color. You can match, maybe you're making bridesmaid jewelry, or you want to match a pretty dress. Lots of different things you can do with the multitude of colors of the beautiful fancy stones by Prestige, and then you put them into a setting. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do a ring prong setting first. So here is this beautiful setting. I mean, look at that detail too. It's so pretty. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to find the crystal that's the right size. Now this one here is too small. So look, so you want to make sure it's the right size here. Let's pick this one up. And that one just sits in there. So double check your sizing when you're ordering these. So you'll check the size of the bezel against the size of the stone. And then you're going to plop it in there. And you're just gonna let it sit. Let's look at this from all angles. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna start to fold over the prongs. So we're gonna work diagonally to anchor this. So we're not gonna go from side to side and around. We're gonna go this side, this side, this side, this side. And so you're going to hold it. And what I like to do is I actually like to kind of squeeze it like this between my two fingers. So it's in place. And then I just take the popsicle stick with the nice flat side right here, and I'm just going to press it over that prong, pressing the prong down. You see how I just bent that over? So now I'm going to rotate so that I'm going to go diagonal. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm just going to press it down. And I'm kind of doing a rolling motion right here. See? There we go. And I'm going to do this side. And I'm going to do the other side. There's one side remaining. And now once I've got all 4 sides, I'm gonna go over them all once more. And you really can just kind of you can kind of just, see, it's kind of like like I said, like almost like a rotating motion where you're just kind of going up and over like so. And at this point, I can just work all the way in the round because I've already got my stone anchored. And it's nice because the popsicle stick is a smooth wood, so it's not gonna hurt your crystal. There we go, it's done. That was so quick and easy. So you see the pointed back right there, but it's not so deep that it's gonna poke you. And then you have a really beautiful, beautiful adjustable ring right here. So those are the rings and they're so pretty. Okay, so let's do another prong setting and then we're gonna talk about the crown settings. Okay, so here is another prong setting. And this was the earring for the cushion stone. So again, you just look at the listing and you pick the right size. And these prongs are a little bit smaller, but it's the same exact premise. You're gonna hold your stone in place and you're gonna bend it over. And see, it'll pop out a little bit when you only have one. And then you're gonna go diagonal. And then you can start to do the other sides. There we go. And so I've got all 4 bent now. So what I want to do is I want to go back over them all. And just make sure that it's secure in there. All right. And so we're just going over them. And now it is set. So you can see what that cushion stone looks like in that setting. And to finish this earring, you're just going to take whatever you want to hang from here. And it does have an open loop. So what I found I wanted to do is I actually liked having the loop closed up a little bit more. So I just took my pliers and I kind of just bent it shut. So then I'm going to take my jump ring and you could put a pear pendant on here, a briolette pendant, whatever it is that you want to hang from here, a charm, a tassel. Oh, a tassel would be really pretty from here. Whatever you like, and you're just gonna connect it on with a jump ring is what I found to be easiest. You could do a little piece of bead weaving too. Really, there's like limitless possibilities with this, okay? And then once you've done that, you have a finished earring. So now we've got a pair of just beautiful, sparkly, sparkly earrings. So you see how quickly these are to put together. So the crown settings take just a little bit more time. I'm going to show you how to do a crown setting now. Okay, so to do the crown setting, what we're going to be doing is the same as before in terms of we're going to be grabbing a crown setting and we're going to be grabbing a matching crystal. So here, matching in terms of size, and we are going to be folding over the crown prongs and we're going to do diagonal again. And doing it diagonal is what's helping to keep our stone in place and centered. So I'm just going to push, and this, you can see here, as we start to push, it folds over. And then I want to do one from the other side. You can see how it's folded over. And then we're going to do it from this side. I'm just going to keep kind of rotating here. Okay, so now that I've got some done, and of course it doesn't look that great right now. I will say that because some are sticking up, some are down, but you're going to stick with it. And what you're going to do now that you have that stone that won't pop out because you've got it anchored a little bit on each side, now you're going to start to work around. So we're going to start to go around the stone with our popsicle stick. And we're just going to push them down. See how they're smoothing out as we go? And we're going to rotate and keep pushing down and rotate. See? And now it's looking really nice and polished. So you see the finished side versus the unfinished side. We're going to keep going, And this would be a great size for little earrings. You can do a pendant, whatever you like. So again, once you feel like you've finished it, you're gonna do a once more around. So you're just gonna kind of make sure that they're all smooth and they're all pushed down. And I'm not concerned about my stone because of the popsicle stick. Okay, just keep going, and just make sure they're all pushed down. And once you've got them, this is what it looks like. And I love it. And that was so easy to do. So if you want to then turn that into instant jewelry, you can either hang that from an earring hook, which would be very pretty, just a lovely silver earring hook. And I'll put some earring hooks in the shopping bag, just so you have a selection. And then here you go. But we're just gonna put a jump ring onto it. We have a finished chain necklace. So we're just gonna loop that onto the finished chain necklace. And we're going to close it on up. And we have instant jewelry. I love it. So maybe you're wanting to do a a birthday gift, a Mother's Day gift, do some jewelry with birthstone colors, whatever it may be. This is so quick and easy to do. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more because it's all the same. So no matter, if you've got a ring with a prong setting or an earring or a pendant, it's gonna be the same technique. So I am gonna show you the crown setting one more time with this really pretty pendant. And I kind of was going for like an ombre look here. So I was starting with a light color. This is a medium and this is a brighter, darker blue. And like I said, I've already set 2 of them. And so I'm just gonna set this one. So I wanted to keep this to show as well because it's just a little bit different because we've got them already lined up, but it's the same basic technique. So we're gonna start from one side, push it down, go to the other side, push it down up top. And then right here, that's nice because the popsicle stick can kind of fit in there. And so we're just going to fit that popsicle stick right in there and push down to start to fold those over. So you see that. So even if you're working with a pendant that has multiple little settings, it's the same technique. You still go diagonal, you're still pushing down, and then once you've got that stone anchored in there, you can then start to kind of work more in a round fashion. So just gonna keep pushing, keep going. Even here where they're together, there we go. And ta-da! It's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna make this into a really quick piece of jewelry as well because I love it when we can actually have finished jewelry. So I'm connecting these with 4mm and 5mm jump rings. A 6mm would be fine too. So if you've got some jump rings that you'd like to use, I think, here, get my table lined up here. Just gonna slip that on and slip this on. Now I could go through a chain link because this chain is big enough, or I could just go around a chain link. Either way works. Okay, and close up that jump ring and instant beautiful jewelry. So pretty. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip my camera back up so I can say goodbye for this week. Even though this is pre-record, I still wanna be able to say goodbye. So I'm gonna flip my camera back up real quick and I can show you these on me so you can see the scale. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love these new settings. I am popping with ideas of what to do with them. So I'm gonna show you real quick here so you can see what that would look like. And I love this. I definitely love this one. So you could do this in any color you like. Of course, there's all those different rivolis, and that was really, really easy to set. So this is a very cool one, and that's what the back looks like. It might be a little bit heavy, but not too bad. I could almost even see this as an earring. Let me take off my other earring. And then we've got these beautiful earrings, and so you can see what that would look like. I love the copper. And then we've got rings So really, really pretty. I love the settings. And then these little pendants, which I think would make beautiful, beautiful earrings too, as well as a pendant. So lots of fun things to play with. These are brand new to Beadaholique. Very happy to get these guys in. They're going to be used, I can already tell, in a ton of upcoming projects. And I love that you only need a popsicle stick to set them, which is great. So thank you for joining me on this show. Do join me every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific here on Beadaholique. Now, if you have anything in your shopping cart, make sure you check it out. As always, things do tend to sell out quickly if they are featured in a live class. But have fun with these and let me know what you think. If you get some in, share some pictures. I think they're going to be a great addition to our jewelry making toolkit. So bye for now, guys. I'll see you next week.